mailtje van Cyril. Email from Cyril. Dear Rogier, can you please plan a similar beginning on site ZUN 1220? The quotation from the vendor has been sent to you already. Kind regards, Cyril. Let me see if I received the quotation. Whoa, that's a big site. 160,000 euro. Let's see what's in that quotation. Okay. I'll ask the ECV team to make a PRQ for this. I'll send this email to the ECV team.
Oh, I have a mail. I have to make a PRQ for site construction. PRQ has purchase price.
Nou, dat kan ik altijd nog close-up filmen en er tussen plakken.
Information in PRQ in Jasper 4.
This is a purchase request. Unbelievable. It's not filled in on the right way what I can do with this. No quotation about it. Unbelievable. Back to the request.
Nou, dat kan ik altijd nog close-up filmen en er tussen plakken.
Information in PRQ in Jasper 4.
You, Sylvia? That's an expensive site. You must be bloody joking.
This is a purchase request. Okay, then I can sign the PRQ. Bowie?
Oh, I have a purchase request.
Hey, Nicolette, I have a PRQ.
No! Idiot. Another PRQ!
And now you need to check it.
What's the matter?
Here's the PRQ.
Hey, is it for Abri? Oh, what's the mentioning? We don't have a contract with this party.
No?
I'm not signing this. It's really, we have to have a contract and it has to be signed by everybody. No, go back to the requester.
Nou, dat kan ik altijd nog close-up filmen en er tussen plakken.
I will write the information in PRQ in Jasper 4.
Bowie?
Oh, I have a purchase request.
Zo, klaar.
Okay. I know here's contracts for. And all filled in. So I sign.
Now I've taken the PRQ and filled all the info into SAP, and we have now made a purchase order, which is printed out. Purchaser.
Ja.
So this is the purchase order for the 160,000 euros.
Now we have the PO signed off, and all we have to do is fax. Oh, this is an invoice. This goes to court. So I'm helping it up. Stella, I have an invoice for you.
Oh, Dina.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you are.
So, let's see. No, there is no who's received book. So, I'll have to book the invoice and then I'll have to send it to the quality team to put it for signing.
This is an invoice and it has no goods receipt. And that I hate. And now this invoice has to be routed to the requester.
I received the invoice from Apim for the site 1220. And I need to sign this one.
Hi Marcel.
How are you?
Marcel is one of the budget controllers. He just received a PRQ from Network Solutions. And in the PRQ is the request for the construction of a site, big site, for 160,000 euros. Marcel, what are you checking when you get such a PRQ?
Okay, so I checked the PRQ or the right info is stated on the PRQ. For example, the right supplier info, the right amount of the PRQ with the right signatures of the requester. After that, I will check the quotation.
On technical aspects?
Not really on technical aspects, it's more on the financial data.
Okay.
Or that is the right, more the amount is what is stated on the PRQ.
Yeah.
After that I will add all the financial related data. For example, is it OPEX, is it CAPEX? I will put the right GL account.
What is GL account?
The general ledger account.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
That
that's fine. Yeah.
Then I will put on the right project code.
Yeah. What does the project code do?
The project code is that the right amount is related to the project code. And the project code, it's in this case the same as the site number. So after that you can follow all the actuals or commitments on site level.
Okay. Within ZAP.
Within ZAP.
Are you taking a look if the requester indicated already all the names who should sign the PRQ?
Yeah, and if it's that not right, I will add the names of the cost center managers.
Okay. And the proxies of each manager should be found back on intranet. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So a requester can take a look on intranet to see how many people should sign his PRQ.
Okay. Yeah, we check the PRQ or there is budget or not.
Yeah.
If there is no budget, then we not sign the PRQ, and then the PRQ goes back to the requester.
Okay.
Together with the budget owner, we discuss where can we get the budget.
Okay. And if there's not enough information on the PRQ, I presume it's going back as well?
Then we send the PRQ back to the requester.
Okay, so that's time wasting. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. The purchase department. How is your group called?
BSG group.
And that means?
Business support group.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
Once we get in a PRQ,
Yeah?
we need to register it. The one who registered needs to check that all the signatures are good. And the people that sign are allowed to sign for this amount. Anyway, Jan Kuiper signed it, so I know he can sign for 160. Okay. We register this, and then before we can make a PO, we need to take it to the purchaser so he can do it on cost center too much, but we need cost center, GL, and purchaser. We also need a quotation always, so it will be sent back if these are not there and if it is not enough signatures. So the requester is responsible for this. If it's something wrong with these numbers, then we will contact the budget controller, but otherwise we send it back to the requester.
So the requester is responsible?
No.
So, what is happening with an invoice, what has been sent by a vendor to your department?
What comes first? With the morning post with Janice.
Yeah.
You can see over there. Then it comes to us, stamped with date and everything. After that we have to code it. check if there's goods received booked or not. If it is, if it matches if their price difference or not. If it's there is a goods received booked, then, and it matches, then it doesn't go for routing, it just goes for the filing or releasing if it's blocked.
Releasing means?
That does the quality team.
And what does releasing do?
Releasing for payment.
Okay.
If there is no goods received booked, then it's coded and then it's routed for approval to the appropriate center. An invoice missing a purchase order number or a cost center or any reference or the wrong PO, it just goes back to the provider of the services.
Okay, thank you.
When I'm receiving a new invoice, the first thing the core is going to do if it is a three-way match.
What means a three-way match?
Match is a matching of the purchase order with the reception of the goods and the invoice that relates to the goods.
Thank you. So what's happening if you have a three-way match?
The thing about three-way matches is that an invoice doesn't need to go into the company to get all the signatures approved by the person, because maybe when it's an amount of 250,000, it needs to go to the second highest CEO to sign the invoice. But when it's a three-way match, I will check the goods received, I will check the amount, if everything is okay, I will check the bank account, and then it's ready for release, so it's ready for payment.
So it goes very quick.
Very quick as well, indeed.
That's great. Purchase department makes a purchase order, and then of course you get the invoice.
Yeah.
And certain invoices are dealt with by goods receipts,
Yeah.
three-way match, as explained already in the movie.
Yeah.
And other invoices are dealt with a signature. Does that difference, signature or goods receipt, have any influence on your work, reporting?
Absolutely. It depends how the purchase order is created.
Yeah.
But normally, most of the time, the purchase order should be created as a three-way match.
Yeah.
So with goods received.
Yeah.
And when there is no goods received on the PO, then we have a lot of problems afterwards.
And another question is if from a purchase order, if a purchase order is only partially used, so we make a purchase order, in this case for 160,000 euros, finally we only use 140,000.
Yeah.
If people just book the goods receipt for the 140,000 and that's it, I guess you have a problem as well.
Because then the PO is still outstanding to 20,000 euros.
So you reserve them?
Yeah, normally, yeah.
In your budget?
But yeah, after the PO should be closed.
Yeah.
You can close off the purchase order with the good receipt.
Okay, so then the budget controller knows that we will not use the rest amount of...
All the goods are delivered.
And that we will not use the rest amount of that purchase order. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, what is your function? What are you doing? What is your department doing?
I'm with the General Ledger department,
Yeah.
what they call the General Ledger accountant.
Yeah.
And I look at a reconciliation account. It's an account which is between the invoice and the goods received.
That means if you have an invoice and a goods receipt for the same amount, same purchase order, it's zero.
Yeah.
It equals.
Yeah.
As soon as you have an invoice and there is no goods receipt,
Yeah.
the amount stays.
That's my reconciliation account.
And what do you have to do then?
Well, I have to go and look why there's no goods received. I
Yeah.
have to go call people and try to find out who has to book the goods received.
And if they don't do it, or if you don't find the people?
If I don't find the people, I have to ask budget and control if we can book the cost away in one kind of cost account.
So you do it manually then, you have to
Manually.
adapt.
Yeah, I have to make a booking myself, and outside that PO I have to clear my reconciliation account into the cost. Everything goes just like we are expected to.
That means goods receipt?
That means a goods receipt and then an invoice receipt.
Yeah.
It's the same price and the same amount, the
Mm.
same quantity.
Yeah.
Then my reconciliation account will be nil and I have less work.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be the ideal situation.
Thank you very much. Treasury accountant?
Yes.
Yes. You are the last person who gets all the invoices in hands?
For the payment.
For the payment. You're only responsible for invoices from a certain amount, or?
Yeah, if accounts payable and also the financial manager sign up to 45,000 is okay for me. Otherwise, I have to have the signed document more than 45,000 based on three-way matches or based on the authorization of the directors or managers of the department.
So, or a goods receipt or a signature in that case?
It is three-way matches. This just the goods receipt number on the system. Otherwise, the director or the manager of the department, based on the authorization, must sign the document.
And if there is a goods receipt, then accounts payable, they release it for payment in SAP?
With the number of goods received in SAP, this is enough for us to pay.
And that's enough for you, and then you can make sure that the payment is really going out. That's your responsibility.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I have a mail. I have to make a PRQ for site construction. PRQ has a purchase request.
This is a purchase request. Ah, it's filled in on the right way. There is budget for it. Okay, then I can sign the PRQ.
Yes?
Oh, I have a purchase request. But it is above my level of signature, so I have to sign, but I will send it to my boss.
So, klaar.
Hey, Nicolai, I have a PRQ.
No! The quotation is okay. The PRQ is same as the quotation. I know here's contracts for. And all filled in. So I sign.
Now we have the PO signed off, and all we have to do is sign.
Hey, I got the email from the Gier for the site from April Make Station 12 from the 1220. Oh, the site has been built and is accepted, and all documents are delivered and validated. Well, I can make a good receipt now in SAP in the purchase order.
This invoice is in clear image. Now it can be released for payment. So that's what
I have to make a PRQ for site construction.
What is a PRQ?
Ja, dat heb je toch even van een PRQ. Dat vroeg ze me laatst ook al, weet je?
Is het mijn haar goed, Pep? Ja, prima. Perfect? Of dat je zegt van het kan allemaal wel iets beter dan?
Bouwen?
No way, I will never sign that. It's too bloody expensive.
Yes, sir.
En dan moet ik zeggen,
Ja.
I will raise it.
I will register. I will write. Cut.
Wat meer kleur op mijn gezicht.
Kan iemand de groeten doen?
Ja.
Wie dan?
Ja, maar dat weet ik niet wie jij de groeten wil doen. Wat is een three-way match?
A three-way match is when the purchase order is with
Oh, this is in PRQ.
Future's bright. The future's orange.